Hi everyone, welcome back to Novel Nomad. My name is Kate and today I'll be doing my TBR for the Tome TOEFL. Now this is a read-along created by Sam over at Thoughts on Tomes, and she has created a read-a-thon to go from the 5th to the 19th of June. And the purpose of this read-a-thon is to read books that are 500 pages plus, just to get some hefty tomes off that TBR shelf and into the red pile, because sometimes they're just so darn intimidating you really are too scared to pick them up. The first book I really want to knock off my TBR shelf is The Liar's Key by Mark Lawrence. This is actually the sequel to the first book, The Prince of Fools, which is absolutely hilarious. The main character, Jalan, is like the classic wimpy character. He is good looking, he is suave, he likes to get with the ladies, but there in no way is he going to fight or sacrifice his life. His life is way more important to do more luxury things than to go out and be a hero. But unfortunately, things, or may I say his grandmother, has other things in mind for him. And he is pulled into this epic quest along with a Viking called Snorri. And they go on a fairly dark, gruesome, and all-round darn scary adventure with fairly undead things coming after them. But they're bound to each other and they want to get unbound to each other, and some rather pesky demons that kind of get in their head. So this is the second book. I can't wait to find out what happens. And it is, let's see, well, there's 649 or 50 pages, and this is going to be a hefty one, but I want to really get into this one, and I know it's going to fly by because the first one made me laugh so much. This one is exciting, and the third book's coming out really soon, so just more incentive. The next book I want to knock off my TBR shelf is The Diviners by Libba Bray. Now this is an absolutely stunning cover by Allen and Unwin, an Australian publisher. It just captures, I think, the heart of this book, which is 1920s speakeasy but occult. They were very much into the seances after the First World War. So this one is about a girl called Edie. She goes to New York to live with her uncle, who runs a fairly interesting museum. It's the Museum of Cult or Creepy Crawlies, and she makes some really interesting friends with some fairly swinging kids in New York. But some fairly mysterious murders are taking place. So she and her uncle are drawn into the investigation along with her friends, and they have to find out who's behind all these dark dealing murders. This one is sitting at 578 pages, so definitely another big tome to get off my shelf, but so pretty. So pretty. So if I manage to get through these two, I'll be finishing challenge number 1, which is to read more than one big book. Challenge number 2 is to take some graphic novel breaks. And with that one, I haven't quite decided what graphic novels I'll be reading. These seem to be quite dark fantasies, so I might see if I can go for something light and easy just to take a little bit of a break from those hunger of pages that I'll be going through. Another book that I really want to get to is The Oversight by Charlie Fletcher. Now this is another fantasy, quite magical based, and it is about the Oversight, who are actually a secret society that guards the gates and the policies between the two worlds of magic and mundane. And they're hoping for a new recruit because there's only 5 of them. And a girl is dragged into their headquarters, but she turns out to be a trap. And they have to work out the puzzle that she is before everything is destroyed. So it sounds freaking amazing. Another book that I'm tentatively putting on the list, hoping to get to it if I can, is A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. Now, of course, this is another paranormal dark fantasy. I'm obviously just in the mood for these right now, but this one looks really interesting. It follows the story of Diana, who is a scholar, is currently studying in the Oxford Bodleian Library, which I have been to, and it is stunning. Absolutely love the Bodleian Library. But in the Bodleian Library, she comes across an ancient enchanted manuscript, and she wants nothing to do with it because she is a descendant of witches, but she doesn't want anything to do with that part of her life. Unfortunately, word gets out and all other manner of underworld hordes come crashing down to the library in search of this very enchanted and rare manuscript. So yet again, it sounds fantastic. I've been hovering around this one for a while and I finally decided I just have to read it. So there we are. Those are the 4 books that I hope to get to for the Tome Tuffle. It sounds like such a fun read-a-thon. I love doing these read-a-thons, and I've been watching Sam's channel for over 3 years now, and she always has amazing reviews and everything. So I'm just so excited to be able to do a read-a-thon that she's created. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!